What's up, guys? So this has been requested by so many people, so it's time for us to do the orb tier list, guys. And I'm also going to tell you guys how to get every single orb in the game, because a lot of people are questioning how you get certain orbs, like especially this orb right here, guys. A lot of people don't know how to get this level 5 water orb. Also, guys, before we hop in it, help me out, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Once we reach 500k subs, we're dropping our next code unit. And of course, guys, code unit suggestions are always welcome. We're hoping to finalize the code unit and start development soon, so we'll be ready at 500k and not have to wait like last time. So let's get it. All right, guys, here is our tier list. All right, we got S tier through the F tier. Let's zoom on in, make it a little bigger for you guys. So first up, we have the Beast M scaling orb. If you guys don't know how to get this one, it is on the Snake Way. All right, Raid 1 Extreme, and it is for our boy Minato. Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'll show you his stats because I know you guys probably want to see, but yeah, let's just say, guys, even with the orb, he's doing 600 damage. So I'm sorry, guys, that is F tier. All right, next up, we guys have the Bomb Orb from Trial 2 Extreme on the Snake Way. This orb gives a 30% damage buff. Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys, there now is orbs better than it, but it is still a good orb. I don't think it's quite meta anymore, but it's definitely up there. All right, next up, guys, we have the Cost Orb. You get this one from Trial 3 Extreme. Now, this orb reduces the starting cost by 100. Now, there's actually better orbs nowadays, so we're going to have to put the Cost Orb in the B tier, but still a decent orb. All right, next up, guys, we have the Fire Rage Orb. Now, the Fire Rage Orb is meta. You get it from Challenge 1, and what the Fire Rage Orb does is basically it increases the starting damage. So for example, instead of 2k, he'll be doing 4k. Now, certain units that does more, for example, we have big units like Gilgamesh where it helps out a lot more. So, and also, guys, it's a great unit to have on your buff units. For example, if you're doing the Metallic King buff or even the Brook buff, it's basically the buff unit orb right now. So it's a very, very good orb. All right, guys, next up we have the Golden Frieza orb. Now, honestly, Golden Frieza is pretty good. I believe he's actually getting a blessing as well. All right, here we go, guys, from Mick Tyson's channel. This is the new Golden Frieza blessing. That's Gojo's. But unfortunately, guys, it is a decent orb, but it's not really meta anymore. It's still a good orb, guys. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it counts as like meta, so I'm gonna have to give the C tier. All right, next up, guys, we have the Mara orb. You get this from the orb shop. All right, this orb is trash. Do not get it, guys. This is for the old Ace, not even the Stardust Ace. All right, Lightning Breath orb, guys, is for Zenitsu. Now, I think we might be getting a new Zenitsu soon because the old Zenitsu sucks so bad. But you get this orb from the orb shop, and it's trash. All right, Gogeta orb, again, it's not that good of an orb. Better than these orbs. Actually, it probably goes like more like this. But unfortunately, guys, Gogeta is not meta. They need to buff his stats. Even with the orb, it's not great. All right, next up, guys, we have the Death Orb. Now, the Death Orb, you do get it from the orb shop as well. Now, what it does is it basically makes every single Light Yagami busted OP. And it's meta for Gauntlet mode. So we're going to give it the S tier. Basically, it turns the free Kira you get from Prestige into a Damage Farm King. So don't forget, guys, if you have a Light Yagami, please, guys, do not forget this Death Orb. It does a 500% damage buff. You guys don't know how many people I play with on my streams that forget to give this guy his OP orb and basically makes him trash. So please, guys, don't forget the orb. All right, Mihawk orb, you get it from the orb shop. Trash. Path orb, you get it from the orb shop. Honestly, guys, the Path Orb is underrated. If you guys are doing the Hell Raid, the Path Orb is actually up there in the meta. So I'm going to have to give some credit where credit's due on the Path Orb. All right, next up, guys, we have the Snow Orb for Rukia. Now, it's not the best orb, but it's not bad. All right, it's definitely better than the Mihawk Orb, etc. So we'll give it C tier. All right, next up, guys, we have the Blue Eye Orb. Now, unfortunately, there is technically a better orb now than it. There's a better range orb. We have the Super Blue Eye Orb, which is busted OP. So I'm going to have to give the Blue Eye Orb A tier. Now, I definitely think it's still meta, but the Super Blue Eye Orb is better, so I'm going to have to give credit where credit is due. All right, Quake Orb is not great. Boo Orb sucks. All right, Vegito. Honestly, Vegito did get a buff, so I'm going to give credit where credit's due, guys. Vegito is not terrible. All right, Venom, guys. Oh, my gosh, dude. Venom buff. Remember, guys, if you have the new Venom, a lot of people thought he sucked, but the reason being is you need to give him the Venom orb for a 500% damage buff. So if you have this guy without the orb, he sucks, but with the orb, he is busted OP. So I'm gonna put that in the S tier because he is a meta poison unit. So please don't forget the Venom orb. You get it from the orb shop. All right, this is Luffy's orb. Now, Luffy is not that great of a unit, so C tier. All right, Trunks sucks. Gon. This doesn't work with a good Gon, so don't get it. Moon orb. I don't recommend the Moon orb, guys. It's super expensive, and it's not good with that unit. All right, the Rose orb. Not recommended. All right, Ichigo orb. I'm gonna give the Ichigo orb A tier because I know a lot of people don't have Griffith's 7-star, and it is the only way you can slow air units from like not counting abilities. So I definitely think this is a good orb, but Griffith definitely has the edge for slowing the air units. All right, Giorno is no longer meta, but that doesn't mean the orb is trash. It's actually still not that bad of an orb, so C tier. This is for only, guys, the Broly 5-star. All right, you get these orbs, these two orbs from... Oh, wait, this orb, guys, you get from Challenge 3 Extreme. And these two orbs you get from the Orb Shop. This one is trash. All right, the Blooming Orb you get from the Orb Shop. Not a good orb. Law Orb you get from the Orb Shop. It's actually a meta orb, guys. I know it's crazy, but apparently it's a meta orb. Who knew? All right, guys. The Coyote Stark Orb. I don't know if it's going to work on the new Coyote Stark. So we're going to put this one in a question mark. All right, we'll add another tier above. All right, we're going to put this one in the question mark. I don't think it will, but we did see that the Venom Orb works on the new Venom. So, will the Coyote Stark Orb work on the new one? We don't know. You guys let me know down below in the comment section what you think. All right. Next up, guys, we have the Godheart Orb for Buddha Chairman or Netero. Basically, guys, this orb is no longer meta. It needs a buff. Or, honestly, guys, Netero needs a 6-star. Let's be real. Frick. I should know what this orb is. I'm pretty sure it's trash, though. Why do I forget what it is? Let me check real quick what that orb is, so I don't mess up this video at all. All right, the Gravity Orb. Oh, it's for Fujitora. Now, Fujitora was supposed to be getting a new 6-star. They leaked him a while back, so if he does get that 6-star, it will go up if the orb works with him. All right, the Paw Orb does work with the new... Does it work with the new Kuma? I think it does. Yeah, it does work with the new Kuma, and Kuma's decent, so B tier. Let me double check that, though. Let me see if it does work with the new Kuma. I'm pretty sure it does. So let me see real quick. Yeah, it does work with the new Kuma. So definitely a good orb. But I don't think it's quite S tier yet. All right, this orb is not bad. C tier. Honestly, yeah, probably better than theirs. All right, a Colossal Titan Orb is not terrible. Prey Eye Orb, guys. Honestly, I'm going to have to give it A tier. I definitely think the Blue Eye Orb is better. And we do have other orbs, guys, that are even more OP. So, yeah. Blackbeard Orb, I'm going to give this one the A tier. I know a lot of people don't have Mochinator. So, if you guys don't have Mochi, the Blackbeard Orb is still a great orb to have. So, I'm going to give the Blackbeard Orb A tier. You get this one from Boss Rush Raid number 1. All right, from Boss Rush Raid number 2, you get the Ultra Magic Orb, which is busted OP. I'm going to be honest, I think it's up there with the Super Blue Eye Orb. Honestly, it might be the best orb in the game because it buffs final damage and range and cost. It's pretty busted OP orb, guys. All right, next up we have this orb for Yoshikage Kiryu. Now, I don't think his ability is used in any meta things, so I'm going to give it 8. I'm going to give it B tier for now, guys. But this orb could definitely make it up if he is ever used in any LB strategies. I just don't think anybody's made use of his OP ability, and he's just too costly. So hopefully they fix Yoshikage Kiryu's 6-star, but we'll see. All right, this is Annie 5-stars orb. You get it from Raid 2 Extreme. It's a random chance drop. It's actually underrated, guys. Basically, it's a budget Dio. Yeah, you heard that right, guys. Basically a budget Dio, so it's actually underrated. So I'm gonna give it, actually I'm gonna have to say it's B tier. It's not quite as good as those orbs. I would probably say it's underrated though. All right, here we go, guys. We got the Naruto and Kurama orbs. I'm gonna be honest, guys, they kind of suck. I ain't gonna cap, guys. Fuse, Susanoo, Kurama, dude, it's dog water. I ain't gonna cap. So please, just honestly though, if you're not gonna be able to get these orbs anyway, they're unobtainable, so don't even trip. All right, Universal Reduction Orb. Ooh, that's a good orb, man. I'm gonna say it's the 3rd best orb in the game. Basically it reduces the total cost by 15%. It's really good. Honestly, the Blue Eye Orb is getting some disrespect here, but it is what it is. Actually, you know what? I kind of feel bad about this. I think we should fix the order. All right, I think this is going to be a more fair order. Yeah, this is going to be a more fair order. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this is definitely more fair. All right, I think all these orbs are potentially meta, but this Ultra Magic is definitely the best. So yeah, I think that's a slightly better order. All right, Water Orb sucks, guys. You get it from anything in World 3, basically gives you shards, which you can then use to craft the Water Orb. Now, the Water Orb sucks so much, guys. I'm just going to put it in F tier. It's like broken. I don't even think it works, guys. I ain't going to cap. So don't even bother with that. So there you go, guys. There is the new tier list. Let me know what you guys thought about it down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.